We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Switch up, switch up. Right there, 54, right there.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Here I come, here I come.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Push him back.
General West.
Push him back.
Ingram. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
'54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So after the sack, here's second and 14. Second and 14. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Darnold, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's taken in at the 9. Johnson jostles free, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Zipper.
Looking to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Topper. Topper. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line. I got him. 2.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready? 70. Indy.
Go. Go.
Smith.
48 for Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Go.
2nd and 6. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold, able to find Deion Kane, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Darnold now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They run it with Balaj. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Blue down. Switch. Undercrush. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Delta.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Scott Miller. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Scott Miller taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, it's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off of play action, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Break.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 26. Check 26.
Hey!
Check 43. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that a sack block.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Coming to you.
First and 10 at the 47.
Big Ed. Red 80.
On first and 10, Darnold. It's caught, Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Darnold. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Throwing again is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check that.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Hey, 60 yards.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 3. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Deep grip.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Safe.
Blue draw Corker. Shoot.
This is Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Myers' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. On 4th down, Darnold. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And his throw here's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Check 6 guys. No. Off. Five.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
51, 951. Come on, boy. Young lady, you better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Check. Watch 54.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
48.
Ingram again.
Watch the screen.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Darnold. That one into the hands of Kane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch your lane.
On first down, Banks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bengals, They continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.